Hello, my name is Sherry Sanders and I'm a county agricultural agent working in White County as a part of the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture. Welcome to Agriculture. This series is designed to promote and showcase women working in the field of agriculture in this state. This month we are featuring Sarah Bramall. Sarah is a small farms program coordinator for the University of Arkansas System, and she makes her home in Prairie Grove with her family. And this is her story.
We have a small cow-calf operation. I mentioned in my story growing up that we did have some mama cows. We had, I think, like 5 head of mama cows growing up. And I was really not that involved in it. But now, Justin always grew up, they raised cattle. And now we have our own. When we got married, we were gifted a cow-calf pair and a bred ewe, so that just kind of started off our operation. And we actually registered our farm name. We are Flying Bee Farms. We have both registered Angus cattle and commercial cattle, and we are very fortunate that we get to have our cattle on some family land, which is close to our house here in Prairie Grove. And I love it. The boys love it. Pearson loves going to feed hay with his dad. So like I said, it's pretty small right now, but we did purchase a couple more last year. So we've been kind of cycling through, genetics, making sure that we don't have a lot of land to operate on, so making sure that we're keeping the best quality, and that we have the best product to, we go to the sell barn with our calves, but we want to make sure that we have the best ones to take there. And right now, especially with how the market is, making sure that we're offering, high-end, good weights. But yeah, so I love the cattle now. Working with them is a lot different from the sheep. The sheep are very high strung, and especially show sheep. I think that, a lot of times when you talk sheep farming, there's 2 different types. There's the production always in the pasture, or there's the show sheep. And we have the show sheep. We have the high strung ones. But our cows, they can just drop calves. They can have them by themselves. We don't have to go out and pull them, and I don't have to bottle feed anything. They're super self-sufficient. And it's so nice. But working with them, it's so peaceful, and I just enjoy being out there in the open. And I love, before kids, that was our dates. Like, I would go help feed hay, and he puts up hay with his family in the summer, and I, all the time, I would just sit there and work. Thankfully, a lot of my job I can do remotely, or I was working on my thesis at the time, so I would just sit there in the back of the truck and just write, and he was out there hauling hay, and those are some of my favorite memories. But cattle, hopefully that's our plan, is to expand our cattle operation. I'd say one of the biggest challenges that comes with that is land, especially in Northwest Arkansas. It's a high price, and it's hard to find some good land to raise cattle on if you don't already have that maybe in your family. Thankfully, we're not far from bordering states where it's a little easier to do that. So maybe whenever we come to a time that we're able to do something, we can make a leap and do something bigger. I know that Justin would love to be retired from his teaching job when he's able to in full-time farm. So it would be really nice to make it to that someday. But just, being able to overcome those challenges right now. And especially with young kids, we have to make sure our priorities are in line of children and then the farm.